Well, yeah, well, if you look at leaks, you're dumb.
Whenever I make content about Genshin leaks, I keep seeing comments of people saying that you shouldn't watch any leaks at all and acting like you are somehow the bad person if you watch leaks. But this is just not true at all. In fact, if you play Genshin or any other gacha game without looking at leaks, you're actually in a huge disadvantage compared to people who do watch leaks. Now, before some of you guys start roasting me in the comments, let me explain why leaks are so important and why every gacha game player should look at leaks. So first of all, I want to clarify that leaks in general are not necessarily a good thing since they can be harmful to the company. However, we are talking about gacha games right now. Games that are literally designed to drain your bank account as much as possible. So there's no need to feel bad for watching leaks. And apart from that, leaks build a lot of hype around the characters and banners, so most of the time, leaks are actually beneficial to Hoyoverse or any other gacha game company when it comes to making money. That's also why Kuro Games literally leaked Cartathia's gameplay by themselves after gatekeeping her for so long. They know exactly how important leaks are in order to generate as much hype as possible. Imagine if we didn't have any leaks about Skirk or Cartathia. There would be way less hype around these characters because we wouldn't know what to expect from them and we wouldn't really have anything to actually be excited about. And that brings us to the next thing that we are going to talk about, which is that if you don't look at leaks as a player, you are in a huge disadvantage. Like, I'm gonna be honest, how the fuck are you even supposed to play these games without looking at leaks? Because if you don't look at any leaks at all, you don't know in which order the new characters are going to be released in, you don't know what the banners are going to be, you don't know how much pulls you will be able to get, you don't even know if these characters are going to be good or not. Like, at this point, how are you even supposed to play this fucking game? We have to keep in mind, these games are all about managing your resources. You have to know which characters you want to pull for, you have to manage your primogems, you have to pre-farm for characters, you have to plan how much materials you're going to need. Like, there's a lot that goes into this. And if you play Genshin, you also have to wait until certain days, like you have to wait until Thursday, so you can actually farm certain materials. But the most important part of all this is knowing which characters you actually want and if a character is going to be worth it for your account or not. This means that in order for you to know if a character is worth it for you, first you have to look at their gameplay, their kit, what characters they synergize with, how powerful they're going to be, all that stuff. And the truth is, the only way to actually get all this information soon enough is by looking at leaks. If you don't look at leaks and you wait until everything is officially announced, it might already be too late by then. A perfect example for that are Skirk and Zani. People who don't look at leaks are probably going to skip Escoffier for Skirk, unaware of the fact that Skirk completely relies on Escoffier in her team. So all these people will either end up with a Skirk that's going to be dogshit because they skipped Escoffier, or they will have to wait another 5 months until they can pull for Escoffier again. A very similar thing happened with Zani and Phoebe. Back in version 2.1, when Phoebe was released, we all knew already that she was going to be a support for Zani, except for all these nerds that for some reason felt smart for not looking at leaks. The point I'm trying to make is that your account is going to end up in a really bad state if you don't look at leaks. The only time I think leaks are actually bad is when it comes to story leaks. All they do is they just literally ruin all the excitement. So when it comes to story leaks and cutscene leaks and stuff like that, or any kind of lore leaks, that's when I think leaks are bad. But everything other than that, so banner leaks, character leaks, all that stuff, that is absolutely necessary, and I think that is absolutely great. That being said, now that we've established the fact that looking at leaks is absolutely necessary, there's still one big problem: fake leaks. Now, a lot of you already know how much I despise fake leaks, but I just have to say it once again, because this is just a problem that keeps getting worse for some reason. There are a lot of AI voice Genshin channels on YouTube that all upload the exact same AI generated garbage. It's a virus at this point. every single day, there's hundreds of new Genshin channels or Wuthering Waves channels with cringe names like Skirk's Underwear or some shit like that, and all of them post the exact same misinformation. Now, there are some exceptions, but it's incredibly rare. 99% of the time, all of these channels are going to be the exact same slop. An AI-generated script, an AI-generated voice, and no editing whatsoever apart from these chibis that appear on the screen every 5 fucking seconds. Not to mention all these fake giveaways they do. And apart from that, these videos take like 5 minutes to produce, their thumbnails are probably all stolen, which is why their thumbnails disappear after a while, and the majority of the content is going to be some shit that's never even going to happen in the first place. So if you do watch leaks from these channels, do whatever you want, but always make sure that it's reliable information and not just some random bullshit. Like a lot of these channels, for example, make Genshin banner roadmap videos, but banner roadmaps are completely useless nowadays. They literally do nothing apart from giving people false hope. They used to be useful like 1 or 2 years ago, but now with all these different characters that we have in the game, there's no way you can predict which characters are going to rerun 5 versions ahead. Like, that's just not possible. It's literally impossible. The only reliable banner information are banner leaks from the beta and the order that the new characters are going to be released in. That's it. Everything else is just speculation, or it's very likely to be wrong. Now, before we end the video, how can you check if the leaks are reliable, and where can you even find all these leaks? I think it's pretty obvious, but all you have to do is go to Reddit, type in Wuthering Waves leaks, Zenithstone Zero leaks, or Genshin leaks, or whatever gacha game you're playing, and you're gonna find a subreddit with a lot of people in there that's filled with leaks. That's where all these leaks come from. Anyway, I think that's pretty much all there is to say. Let me know what you guys think about leaks down below in the comments, and as always, I wish everyone a nice and wonderful day.